that much lightning, you know what it is?
It's God. What else is it?
Ozone.
Yeah, I know.
When you get a lot of lightning, you get ozone. The lightning causes the ozone.
Yeah.
That's part of that smell of rain.
After you do ozone treatment, that's how it smells. Dang. I never seen it like this.
Yeah, I see the lightning over there more.
Do you see it at all, or? I mean, right where I'm at, it's filling the whole sky. Dang. Better be careful of God. He's a powerful guy. Seriously. You don't want to mess with that guy. Whoa. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of still lightning over here. It's just not directly right over here.
Well, I'm gonna film this for a minute.
Cool.
I gotta hold this. This is cool. Dang. Sometimes you gotta take a mental note, but this is crazy. What?
Oh, I see.
Do you see that?
And I can see it over.
Did you see that?
Out that big bolt that's down.
Dang. That's nuts. I'm telling you, right? You can think I'm nuts. I really don't care. I read this most powerful scripture in the whole Bible, apparently, and it just okay. All right. I don't know. You know, some stuff happens like that sometimes. Like literally right after. Like now you got it. Weird. I know you don't get that stuff, but it's cool. I think you already have it in you, you just don't know. Whoa, you see that? All you really have to do is be a good person. That's pretty much it. I need to be a better person. Pretty much it. Whoa. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna keep you on the phone. Dang.
Every time you say that, I see the light.
Well, of course you do. Call me Lightning Rod from now on. You can change the weather. Remember that day you called me Lightning Rod?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Well, hey, you can change the weather if you want.
No, you can't.
Yeah. Wayne Dyer and me believe that, I guess, so.
Yeah, well, weather does what it's gonna do.
I'd go out there right now and stop it. You want to bet? I'll bet you. I'll bet you 100.
No, I don't want you out there getting zapped.
I'll bet you $100.
Lightning rod. Yeah,
Whoa.
that's so funny.
No, you see that though?
Yeah.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, I see the lightning over Sally's house over there. It's the same lightning you're seeing.
I mean, I'm right in front of it, like direct on it. Damn.
Still hear the thunder.
Cool.
Man, we had some cracks here that were immediate, about 4 or 5. Boom!
I came over last night and you were, I think you were sleeping or something. I didn't want to bug you. It seemed really dim.
I was sleeping.
Okay, so you were. I was right. So I was just sitting outside.
What time did you come over?
I was about 11.
Oh yeah, I was probably sleeping. Right?
But there was a real cool lightning storm last night too.
A real cool what?
Lightning storm.
Oh, yeah, that was out west, out east. Yeah.
I was just
All those big thunderheads. There was 3 or 4 of them. It was pretty cool. I thought they were going to come over this way, but they never did.
I believe in a lot of stuff now. I'm not really sure what to believe in now, but I think God's pretty cool. I get that, but I don't know. There's so many things you can believe in that I don't know. It's pretty crazy what you really can believe in. I just wish everyone would come together. That's all. I really wish that would happen someday. Everyone, you know, Chinese, white, black, Asians.
Everybody, come together now and love one another.
Right.
Now that's a song.
Something like that. Well, we all have these certain little, you know, the church I go to is a cult. It's a cult. You know, they don't really accept you if you don't cut your hair, and I guess I'm the exception. But I met this guy that was he was homeless, and he said, "Yeah, dude, I left, and I had a lot of money at that time, and I was living with one of the pastor's sons, and I just didn't understand. I just didn't understand it. They wanted me to do all these things that I didn't want to do. They wanted me to, you know, cut my hair, like read this and that every single day. It was very regimented. And I don't know if God would even like that. I think God just wants free will, like freedom, right?
Huh?
I don't think God wants that. I just think He wants free will for everyone, like freedom for everyone, and let's come together. And people take it too far, too far. There's a couple scriptures in that Bible that are pretty powerful, really. But you don't have to read it all every day, and like to be, you know, I don't know. I don't understand that. I'm just kind of a Taoist. I think I'm a Taoist more than I don't know, maybe both. You don't have to label yourself, you know. I mean, it's kind of cool that the Tao was before all that. That's really interesting to me. I'm actually talking to this Chinese guy online and kind of battling with him a little bit, because I'm kind of talking God with him. I have Skype on that computer now, so I can do Skype. And like, he doesn't get what the Tao is at all, and he's Chinese. He should. And I don't know. It's kind of funny. Jesus was a super cool guy. Super cool. But so was Lao Tzu. What do you believe?
About what?
Just about the world and how it came and all that stuff.
Huh?
How it came. How it came to be. Whoa. Like, what do you believe? How did this world come here? Like, how did we all... Just the Big Bang Theory? I don't believe that. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's so crazy what, you know?
Nobody should believe anything because nothing's been fully proved.
Well, but you can put your belief in something, though. You gotta put your belief in something.
What?
Well, you don't have to, but it's good to, probably. I think. I think the
I
Tao...
believe we're here, and as human beings, we fail often. As most human beings, we should do the best we can do, and we should be the best we can be, you know?
Yeah.
And when you choose not to, or you choose to be a deviant person, I think that's just, I don't know, that's not the devil, that's just a person who either A, had, you know, a lot of emotional problems, younger, could be parents, could be
Wow.
any type of thing, trauma,
Yeah, I've been through a lot of that.
or they're just people who don't get that when you're nice and you're functional and you're doing the best you can, it moves the human race along better.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
As opposed to people that,
I'm have my days.
you know, steal or take advantage of everybody and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to be more of a giver than a taker, you know?
You don't need to be a giver. You just need to take care of yourself and be real. know?
Pretty much.
You don't have to be a giver, you don't have to be a taker, you just have to be real, do the best you can, and be honest, and you know, whatever. Find appreciation and joy.
In everything, right?
No, you don't. You can be just. You know, some days aren't going to be so good. I understand. You don't feel so good.
Yeah, some days
But-
are tough. Some days are tough.
But, you know,
But that's life, though. When you have a chronic thing, that's life. Sometimes it's hard.
people who are always in angst about what they're not doing or what they should be doing are never lived. You know, you've heard the Tao thing probably is
It's cool.
living in the moment.
Pretty much.
Not enough to ignore future or ignore, you know, things, but living in the moment in your day-to-day life, as opposed to obsessing
About the few,
where
yeah.
you're not going or where you've been or, you know, whatever, blaming the past because, you know,
That's what the Tao is.
we all take ownership.
Wow.
Or if we don't, we all should take ownership of our own shit, you know?
Well, I'm starting to do that. It's pretty intense.
I mean,
It's really intense.
I don't know. I just live, you know, I kind of live somewhat with that philosophy.
You know what?
I-
I think Jesus
don't
was a philosopher.
huh?
I think Jesus was a philosopher. No, I think God.
My opinion is pretty simple with Jesus. I think Jesus was a
God's a
a
philosopher.
philosopher who roamed the earth, and I think a lot of what they say about Jesus was embellished, and it was written many years later.
So why do you
About
think?
400 years later, most of the stuff was written.
Why do you think
about
they?
what Jesus did? Well, how the hell, in those day and age, can you remember 400 years ago?
Why do you think they take it so far in the churches and stuff?
Well, church is manipulation, Vince. I don't know how to tell you this. I don't care if you're religious and you want to believe in the Bible, but I'm telling you right now, most religion is complete manipulation of the people. That's how it started.
Well, 90% of them are hypocrites. Now that I found that out, what do? You know? Literally.
Be what you want to be.
Yeah.
You know, I find, this is me, I find no attraction to being in a church with a bunch of people. First of all, I don't like being around a lot of people. Second of all,
Whoa.
I don't want to be, I don't like the pomp and circumstance and all the little routines and all the, especially the Catholic religion. That one's nasty. Anyway, all the stupid robes.
It's
and
very
candles
it's very
and crap.
nasty.
I don't believe in any of it. It's all a bunch of,
It's very nasty.
it's all designed from many years ago, trying to manipulate people when people didn't know anything about science or truth or anything. I mean, have you ever thought about or watched movies?
I've been thinking like I don't watch
Fine.
movies anymore. I don't watch
Huh?
movies. I don't watch movies anymore. I kind of want to cut out a lot of crap in my life, like TV, anything.
Some very good TV, very educational. There's some very well done movies that are very educational. Like I'm watching Good Will Hunting right now. What an amazing movie.
Yeah, but it's just movies, though, you know.
No, it's not. You think the people that wrote these weren't pretty smart people about, they could be writing, like Good Will Hunting could have been written by a guy who had what happened to Will in the movie, you know, where he was abused as a child, and, you know, but he's this brilliant prodigy guy, and because of the trauma that he endured, he doesn't want to be successful or know how to be, he doesn't know how to be just normal and function around other human beings.
I don't
Other than
either.
his friends that accept him.
I don't either.
Well, you know,
I really don't know. Whoa.
watch this movie. This movie is
No, I'm
wonderful
good.
for that
I'm
kind of
good.
thing.
I'm just watching the lightning storm and talking to you. That's good enough right now. This is amazing. Really. I'm just thinking about right now, you know? This is cool.
Yeah.
I just wish like all of the everyone could just stop their little kind of I don't know. There's always Baptist church, Calvary churches, Apostolic churches, Mormon churches, Roman churches. And they're all segregated. That's all it is, segregation. And honestly, in the Bible, some of it in the Bible is pretty cool.
Well, religion, I don't know whether you realize it or not, but religion
I'm not
has
religious.
been the opiate of the masses. It separated the masses and caused war,
Right.
and destruction, and argument. And honestly, it's absurd because
Well, so what do you do when you love God and stuff, but you're not religious? That's where I'm at.
why do you care? What do you mean? You wake up every day and believe what you believe. People do that.
Yeah.
Well, why does it matter if you're around people that think believe that, or it's in you? It's you.
This guy,
Sometimes I read these Match.com profiles of women, right?
that's not so good either.
And they say, so there's a few girls who said, look, I don't care, spirituality is for an individual, and whatever you believe, and it shouldn't come between two people somewhat, But you get these born-again, crazy Christian people. I just need to be with a Christian. I need somebody who believes what I believe. Well, that's just bullshit. I mean, that's...
Well, you should never say that.
Follower, a sheep.
You should never say that.
Why?
It's just not going to help you out.
Why?
Saying Christianity is
I
bullshit.
didn't say that to you. I'm saying I think her opinion or people are bullshit. That they just, I just want a Christian. Most of them don't even have a clue what's going on in the world or how it works. They're just brainwashed. Do you understand that? You know the difference between having a belief but having it come from brainwashing versus, learned and learning and believing or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. It's tough. It's tough because
That's my opinion.
I go to a church that I don't want to go to anymore because they're so hypocritical.
Well,
It's tough.
you're being kind of judgmental on that, though, too, I guess.
Not really. Not really.
Well,
Not
it's
really.
not working for you, so why go,
Yeah. Oh.
I
I guess
you're looking for something.
people go to. You know why people go to church? To find love. That's all. That's why I go.
It's all around you.
But it's all around you. Yeah.
It's all around you. You don't need that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna judge them, but that's kind of getting tiring, to be honest. I don't know.
Well, try some different ones. Maybe you'll find something different. I don't know.
Yeah. It's just too weird. Like there was a graduation, right? Of all these kids, right? And I feel it. I'm this guy that feels everything. It's really weird. I feel all the kids and all these people, and I feel the depression in these little kids. Like they don't want to do what they're doing, but they all graduated, right? I thought we were just gonna on Tuesday they have like a study of the Bible and stuff, and it is cool. I write songs during it, but so it was a graduation thing, and all the kids, right, from kindergarten on, graduated and all that stuff. And after, long story short, the pastor was just like, man, it was just brutal. Like he was just like forcing these beliefs on them, and they're just like. They're like shaking almost, like, whoa, okay, Jesus, like we have to do that, It's like that's not cool, that's not good. I mean, I think the pastor is one of the fakest ones in the whole church. I think the people are cool though. I do. I think the people are cool. Some of them, but I don't know, this guy online says cut out worldly people for some reason because they don't really know what they're saying. Like the pastor just says all this stuff that doesn't make any sense. And I know some of these people are going, what is he doing? What is he saying? And I guess that's why I look up to people like, Muhammad and Martin Luther King and Bob Marley that says, feel like booming a church, you know, because the preacher's lying, and he is. He's lying. And he knows that. He knows that. I look right into him. He knows. And I've even gotten rejected out of the church. I can go there, but they know. They know I see through that. Some of them are really cool, though. Some of the people
Well,
are
you don't
cool.
like really avant-garde crazy people. That's not what church is about.
No, it's not. It's about love.
You're supposed to come there. You're supposed to, listen to the message
It's about love.
and be a reasonable person. If you don't like the message, that's okay. But you're a little extreme probably, and they don't like it.
Oh, no, they love it. They love when I worship there. I bring out the whole crowd up. They like that. Some people hate me there. I don't talk to those people.
Well, they think you're kind of sensationalistic. You're after drama.
No,
And
no, not really. I'm a whole different person when I go there. I just worship God and thank Him for everything He's done. That's all. Because I know He's done a lot. Whatever spirit that is, whatever it might be. That's what Wayne Dyer says. Whatever God is, whatever it might be. I am what I am. You know? Just simple. We make it so complex.
well, that's all fine and dandy. I mean, I get people
like Beethoven. Like look at Beethoven.
There's another thing that goes on called social acceptance and being, somewhat,
Don't let them change it.
No. There's still a society here, and there's still a certain amount of kind of excessive behavior that most people, and it doesn't work. I mean, social filters. You need some social filters. And you got to understand that you can't just act out, do what you want to do in front of everybody, and then you should just accept me. No, that's not the way it works, man. You can do anything you want in your own mind, in your own place, and that kind of thing. So when you walk out in public, sometimes it's okay to talk about what you believe in, but to excessively act it out or whatever isn't really socially, you're pushing people's buttons sometimes. I know you do this sometimes.
You have to.
And I don't know why. I mean, it's not, people are just people. They're just doing what they do. And you have all the free will so far in this country to believe what you want to believe. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
There's still plenty of countries where you can't just believe what you want to believe.
You know, in China, if you believe in God, you get killed. They have to hide. They have to hide and praise God like for 12 hours straight, and if they get caught, they get killed. So we have actually a pretty.
Well, I don't think it's that extreme.
Yeah.
Something that was extreme.
My mom told me that actually.
I don't know.
Yeah, they get killed there. I think it's in China,
Why do
Japan.
you have to praise God? You can just, in your own mind, you can think what you want to think, and they can't do anything about it. But the minute you start verbalizing it, why do you need to verbalize it? Just keep it to yourself. It's your own belief, right?
Yeah.
Nobody can tell anybody else what to believe, and no one's right. No one's right. You're not right. I'm not right. No one's right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The Taoists aren't right. The Buddhists aren't right. The Taoists, the
So you just kind of
Christians
live.
aren't right. The Mormons aren't. No one's right. It's all baloney. That's why we can't move forward as a human race. It's pretty much because of religion, if you really look at it.
Well, you're pretty cool then. How did you know that?
I know what.
Maybe that's why that you don't really even need that.
I don't need it. I'm above it. I mean, you know what? If the day I die, if there's Judgment Day or whatever people believe, the pearly gates or St. Peter's judging me, and I go up there and he says, you didn't believe. And I'm going to go, okay, fine. Send me to hell if that's what you're going to do. But let me pose this to you. If I am really a disciple of God or Jesus or whatever you want to believe, then why would I be judged? Because I'm one of his children, and I chose to not hook, line, and sinker believe everything that I was told to believe and conform like I'm supposed to conform. If I'm a free thinking person as one of God's children, then I should have the right to think however I want.
Yeah.
And as long as if I'm not harming other people, which is not both religiously and socially unaccepted, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you steal something, why should you take something that's not yours? In society, it doesn't take religion to tell you that. Sometimes kids are taught that with religion, but it doesn't have to be taught with religion. It can be taught with just, hey, if you take something, that person that you took it from is harmed. That doesn't, you really want to make other people feel bad? Why would you want to feel that? Why would you want to pull a gun? Why would you want to shoot somebody? That person had a right to live their life and you took it from them.
Yeah.
So, it's not wrong because religion says it is. It's wrong because in society it hurts people. And if everyone ran around and did that, we'd have hell here, right?
Yeah.
We'd be hell here anyway.
You just figured out the world just now. Good job.
I mean, human beings, I don't know.
That was pretty good.
I think religion harms more than it helps.
That was
Okay?
pretty. That was
That's
pretty
my
good.
belief.
To be honest, that was pretty good.
You know?
That was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know.
I think people use it for their own, like
For like their
guys
own.
go to church to confess, and they're cheating on their wives or whatever, they're buying hookers, whatever. It's like, and they use religion to be forgiven. They go because they think, well, if I don't go, I might not go to heaven. Well, there's nothing in the Bible that says if you don't go to church, that you're not going to go to heaven.
Yeah,
Nothing
it never says that. It never says that.
I don't know. I think it's holding back. I have a bunch of friends at work. If you're really interested, you should talk to these guys. They're very intelligent people. And no, they don't believe in religion, and probably don't even believe. Cool way where they're like, well, think about this and this, and you kind of go, wow, that's interesting.
Right.
Mike DeMarco, the guy I worked at, told you to go to Dr. Clark. Yeah, I go to lunch with that guy 2-3 days a week, right?
I think
I've known him for 15 years.
I think I belong.
You should go meet us for lunch sometime. He'll give you what he believes. I'm not saying you have to believe it or not believe it or anything. But it's really interesting to hear other people's perspective. And he was an altar boy. He went to Christian school. He went to Regis High School. And in like 8th, 9th grade, he told his mom, I don't want to do this anymore. And he left halfway through 9th grade, went to high school, random high school, said his world was the best world he ever had. He loved high school. He had a blast. He's kind of a more gregarious social guy. And he wanted to go to a normal high school with normal people. And all the kids that he was going to school with said, oh man, you're so lucky, I can't believe you get to go to, my parents won't let me leave this school, and da-da-da-da-da,
Right.
So there's religion segregating and trying to force kids to be something. It
That-
doesn't work.
I felt that last night. Very,
It
very.
doesn't work. You can't force somebody to be something and tell them how to believe. Those kids
I felt that. I felt that last night.
They wanted to go to high school with normal the public.
Yeah, I felt that last night. These all from high school down to kindergarten, they all graduated, right? Some of them, Dad, they looked like they were just wanted to get out of there.
Most of them don't know what to believe. It's brainwashing. They're not. I mean, you don't really formulate
I felt it though.
true opinions and be able to evaluate something until you're well into your 20s. You
Yeah.
really don't. So until you get a brain that's smart enough to really evaluate life and look at reality and weigh what they're all telling you, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. Just,
I think if
I
you're,
never feel like I'm in trouble because I don't.
you don't have to.
worship God, or I don't go to church, or I don't never feel like I'm missing out on something, or that I'm going to be in some trouble when Judgment Day comes, or whatever. I'm willing to let it happen when it happens. You know, whatever it is, it is. If we die and something is in the afterlife, that would be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
If you die and the lights are out and you really don't have any presence of yourself on earth, okay, well then you live the life here. That's it. That's why you got to make it the best you can.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Think about this. Nobody knows. And I know the people who were almost dead or died, and then they were re-woken up, and they said they saw the light. I don't buy that either. Because the mind,
I did.
Mind can dream, the mind can visual. I mean, look at people who are seriously crazy. I mean, they see things, and it's not there. It's in their mind. We know it's not there.
Right.
We have proof. You're not seeing it, they're seeing it. I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Well, you're not. The mind, I mean, there are people who were perfectly normal, have brain injury, and then they see crazy shit. Well, their brain is messed up. Man, there's a lot going on in the human brain. It's, whoo, phew. You know? It's crazy what some people, I'm somewhat fascinated with people who are just really crazy, because it's like, wow, what's going on in their mind, you know?
Well, you got a son that's pretty intense.
Oh, you're too intense. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I need to be less intense.
You gotta just let some shit go, Vince. I mean, and be open to other people's thinking and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit. Whoa, did you see that?
You don't have to believe anything anybody else believes.
Did you see that?
You have an educated view of talking about it. Like, oh, that's very interesting, huh? So you believe this? Yeah, I believe that. Oh, okay. You know. I mean, if somebody walked up to you and said, there's no God, you're full of shit, are you going to get mad? Or just go, oh, that's okay, you can believe that. Why do you care? You know? I don't care. I don't care what somebody says.
It's what they believe.
You know?
You can't judge someone for what they believe, you know?
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
I mean, inside I might believe somebody is kind of crazy, believing something, but I don't care. I don't have harm to them, or I don't, whatever.
This is gonna be a sweet video. I'm gonna put it up.
I mean, I think the majority.
This is gonna be a big video on
The
YouTube.
majority of people in our society are very unintelligent, very ill-informed,
Probably.
and run their lives on a very basic level. Meaning, all they really care about is the money and their goofy stuff that they buy, and they're in debt up to their ass. I don't believe being in debt is a good thing. I don't believe it's right, because you're always living in means that aren't yours. You don't own it. You don't own this. You know, people buy really fancy houses, and they buy a Porsche, and they buy this, and they owe all this money, and they work, and they pay all these payments. Well, that life to me is not a free life. It feels like there's a monkey on my back. You know what that means,
You
right?
can't. Wayne Dyer said you can't really ever own anything.
Well, yeah, I guess you can own a possession somewhat, but I mean,
this is interesting.
You don't own it, it's gone, or if you're sick, it doesn't matter, right?
You like this? He cut.
If your health goes, what do you care about owning the Porsche?
He cut out a. It's not gonna make you happy, but he cut out a.
I don't like or own fancy cars, not because I can't afford them. If I could afford a few fancy cars, I'd probably have one or two. Not for image, though. It's not about like an image or to throw it in. I love performance cars. I mean, I don't know if I'd buy one now. I'm not that into them now, but I love, driving and the engineering of a performance car and everything like that. But most people own them for image.
For
status. That own them are rich guys who don't even know how to drive them.
For status.
Right.
It's for
status, and that's it. So that doesn't mean anything to me. I look at the rich guy with that car, and I don't go, oh, I wish I could own that. I don't care.
You come.
I have as much fun in my little car.
You come in with nothing, and you leave with nothing.
Well,
literally.
Not necessarily. I mean, you come here, you do the best you can, And if you're a responsible person, you have a family, you have children, you try and leave them something. In theory, if we all,
Well,
as families,
you know what I mean, though.
forward and gain wealth, you could eventually get to a point where some generations maybe don't have to work. Now, I don't think some generations appreciate that. I mean, there are kids today that are inheriting a lot of money from their parents, and they're blowing it.
Yeah.
You know, they're blowing it, or they're not responsible with it. It's like, well, that was very hard-earned money, and they should invest it right. Nothing risky. Maybe own a modest house and not have to worry about working all the time. And I believe America is probably one of the worst countries because we have a lot here of misuse of wealth and loans and all that, credit and everything. It's crazy. Everyone wants to live one or two steps above their means. You know what I mean? Above their socio-economic scale. They want to live above that. Why? You are who you are, right? If you're a janitor, then you live with those means. If you're an engineer, or you live with those means and you go to school and you try and do something to have higher means. But you're not going to get it by getting a bunch of loans and pretending like you own a big fat house when the bank owns it. You know?
No. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with money, man. All it is a representation of, you know, it's just when people obsess about it or when it gets manipulated by the government or the banks, that's when it becomes a problem because people who earn good hard-earned work and money, when they can't buy what they should be able to buy or, you know, with their money, then it becomes where the rich, the uber rich, you know, the elite are rich, the billionaires and all that are hoarding more and more and more money. Why don't they pay more salaries to the people who work for their corporations?
Apparently those people are the most unhappiest people on earth, too. The elite.
No, you can't say that. They're just who they are. I mean, some are probably happy, some are idiots, some
Not
are
really.
megalomaniacs. Most really rich, you know, exorbitant people are megalomaniacs. They have some psychosis about their self-esteem and all that. And they think that money makes them feel above you and all that. Yeah, most of them have a problem. They have a serious problem. But, you know, I think there's some people who are fairly affluent that are pretty nice, but you know they don't want to be judged just because they have a lot of money. They're like probably good people. There's some rich people who give a lot of money to charities.
That's
They still have a lot of money.
That's great. That's what you got to do. That's what I want to do when I have some money.
There's people who make millions and millions of dollars a year, and they give $1 million away to charities.
That's great.
They're doing something.
That's great. Yeah.
Maybe they should give $5 million instead of $1 million, but who knows? You can't tell them what to do with their money. It's a free country. The thing that I have a problem with, and I'm a little bit of a socialist, is because I don't believe people should be able to hoard exorbitant wealth because it causes too many problems in the world. I mean, look at every beach in the world is for millionaires only. You know, who can afford to live on a beach? Only millionaires, right?
Not
Why
necessarily.
should they get the right?
Not necessarily.
Why do they get the right to live on that environment when people that make, you know, middle income, they would like to live that way? Oh, they can't. You know?
Why not?
Because they can't. Because it costs too much money to live in those fancy places.
Peru's pretty cheap.
I mean, you know, some places you might be able to go to Florida and live in a condo on the beach. Okay, well, at least you can enjoy the beach, but you're not living in a really nice beach house. That's okay. But at the same time, you know, wealth can cause a lot of problems. Look at Aspen. You know anything about Aspen and Vail and all those ski towns, right? You've got a lot of people, rich people, who want to live there. Not live there, but have vacation homes, whatever. So, because a lot of people want to live there that are rich, the prices go like exorbitantly high because they've got, you know, I mean, A condo in Vail is $5 million right at the bottom of the slope. Okay? So where do the ski people live that clean that condo? Where do the people live that run the restaurants that those rich people go to every night? Where do the people live that take care of the ski slopes at night, run the snowcat? Where do they live? You know where they live? They live down the valley, an hour away in Edwards, you know, living with 4 roommates because they can't afford to live in Vail. So now, Vail's got a problem. Aspen's got a problem now. They can't get enough people to work up there that work the lower paying jobs because the real estate's too high. They can't afford to live up there. They can't even afford to live in Carbondale or Glenwood or Basalt anymore. So they're having a lot of problems. So they have to make low income housing. They have to provide homes for people that will work those jobs that are cheaper. And they have to build them, and the town has to build them, you know? Because
Kind of like what we're doing, or what?
construction workers aren't going to, I mean, you know, builders aren't going to build them because they're not going to make any money on them. So now it has to be taken on by the municipality, the, you know, the city or the county, that they have to allocate, you know, low-income housing, and people can buy these places for, you know, say $150,000, even though they're worth $500,000.
Wisdom.
But they're held.
Of the
They're held at that value because even if you buy it and try and sell it, you can't sell it because it's written in the bylaws of that housing district there that you can't sell it for more than, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, so now, you know, there's people that can go up there and they can work up there and they can live up there. Sure, they're not living in a big fancy condo, but so what? They're living in a nice little place, and that's all you need. But I don't know. I mean, it's just, you know, our society is still one of the best in the world, even though it's got problems. Every society has serious problems, every single one. But the human race is, you know, the human race is flawed. Any way you look at it, the human race is flawed, period. I mean, you know, there's wars, there's corruption, there's, you know, any way you look at it. But there's also some good people, you know. So, I don't know. You can't, like this friend of mine at work, who's a big Christian, Bob, my buddy at work.
Yeah.
He doesn't preach it. He doesn't talk about it.
He just lives it.
He jokes. He just believes what he believes. He doesn't care, you know, if you believe it or whatever. We've been good friends forever. I don't know. Maybe
There you go.
he doesn't like that I'm not a, you know, big Christian or something, but I don't think so. Because I helped him go move and everything. You know, we're buds. You know, we help each other. But anyway,
God's good, and you have it in
Bob
you.
always says, hey, you know, he's real funny and social. You should meet him. He's like Bob. He's like, hey, people are messy. You know, people are messy. That's what he said. He's been around the world. He does build, you know what Habitat for Humanity is?
Yeah.
They build houses for lower income people and stuff.
Yeah.
They have to buy the house, but you can work for Habitat and help build other people's houses, and then you get a house, not for free, but you get a lower income house. You know, they build it cheaper than what you could normally afford. And he works for that organization. He doesn't even need a house. He just goes and volunteers to work there, right?
Right.
And he wanted to learn how to build houses, so he went and did that, and he got to learn how to build houses. So anyway, he goes around the world, stays a week or two here and there, and helps build a house, but then he also sees the you know, the country and stuff. And, you know, he's got some interesting stories. He doesn't really judge or say, you know, this country sucks or anything, but he goes, yeah, there's some different things going on there, you know, and he explains it, but, yeah, he's a cool dude, you know, he's great. He doesn't have fancy stuff. He's worked his whole life supporting his family.
That's
Doesn't
cool.
care about having a lot of fancy stuff or anything, you know.
You can believe in God and not preach it, you know.
I don't care, but that's fine. I don't care what people believe. I just don't like, you know, You know, I'm okay with it. You know, whatever. I'm not judging. You know, it's like, but you know, I don't. I just don't have the same conviction
Yeah, I
that
know.
some people do about that. It just doesn't feel completely right to me.
Yeah, I
Maybe
know.
I'm just, you know, I'm too much of a thinker, a science person, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Right, you're more
Uh,
left brain. Yeah.
you know, I do sometimes believe in energy follows thought. You know, like you can make some things happen in your life, or usually if you're real positive and you believe something's going to happen, the reason it happens maybe isn't because you believed it could happen, but because your energy was so positive that people recognize it and things happen for people who are in that mindset. Other people react to you in a positive way. Right?
I need to bring my love back to that house. You guys need it, I think.
There's plenty of love here. It's just not like you vision love. You vision love like every day. Oh, you're right. It's not. That's not the way it is. Love is commitment and appreciation and
Yeah. Well,
just being there for people. That's love. It doesn't have to be like this
yeah.
expressed thing every day. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Consistency. You know, forgiveness.
For
You
that's a
know,
big. That's a big one. Yeah, forgiveness is a big one.
whatever.
I've had to do that for myself a lot. You know, this is about becoming a better person. You know.
I'm probably a little more passionate person, but I'm not a super emotional person. Like, you know,
Right. Yeah. Pretty emotional family, really.
I think drama and emotion is, you know,
Too much.
there's a difference between passion and emotion.
There's a big
I
difference.
think there's a little difference, but
Wow, that was good. Filmed that.
hmm?
Filmed that.
What?
That was pretty. That's cool. I'm gonna put that up. That was pretty.
What?
50 minutes long. I'm gonna stop it at 50. We'll call it Wisdom of the Ages. I won't put your name. Won't put mine. Just put it up. See how people think about it. Cause that was pretty good. That was awesome. Never really heard you talk like that.
Yes, you have.
Not like that. Not that deep. All right, hold on. I'm gonna stop it. The rain ceased. We'll stop it. Hold on.
I used to be way more philosophical when you were younger, when I was in my 30s and my 40s. But
The older you grow, the more wisdom you have.
I've learned that some people who believe they're like new agey kind of philosophical people are really very self-absorbed more than they are um,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
open to philosophy. I don't know. I've experienced it enough to see a flaw in some of that movement. So,
Yeah. Wow, did you see? It's still going. Amazing. Like, you know, just enjoying that with living in the moment. That's it. All right, hold on. Let's stop it at 50. Almost done. Got any more to say?
I'm stocked out now.
All right. Let's stop it at 50. I'm tapped. Oh. That's called true wisdom. Signing off.